Okay, so I have a few questions for you. Why do you want snake bites? I don't know, I personally don't know how you'd look with them, but a lot of people, like myself personally, I wanted snake bites when I was in 7th grade, and I wanted them in 8th grade, and then as I got older, like in 9th grade, which I'm in 10th grade now, um, as I got older, I didn't want snake bites anymore. So I got spider bites. Um,
Oh, yeah. I'm just kidding.
a lot of people, and not saying you're like everybody else, because you're obviously not, you're your own person, but a lot of people think they want snake bites. A lot of people plan on getting snake bites. And sometimes it looks good, sometimes it doesn't. And then other people just, it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't have a thing to it. I personally don't know how you would look with them, but if you want them, I guess get them. And I'm not trying to be mean by saying this or anything, but I don't understand what the point in getting the piercing is if eventually you're just going to take it out. Because depending on where you go, this does sometimes cost a lot of money. These costed me 75 bucks because it was where I went, fortunately it was buy one get one free. So I only paid for one piercing, but I had to pay for both jewelry. Um and well, I like them and I don't plan on keeping them out, and that's the main reason I got them. And just like your mother might be thinking is that you might grow out of that phase, like you think you're in a phase. And she might be thinking that you're going to, and maybe that's why she agreed. My mom told me I couldn't get them when I'm older because what if I wanted them now and then I decided I didn't want them anymore? Just like, which was actually a good thing because I don't think I would have looked good with snake bites. I have spider bites and I think I look better with snake bite or spider bites. I don't think I would have looked good with snake bites anymore. Snake bites. I don't think I'd look good with snake bites anymore. And that's just a personal opinion. Some people, like I said before, look good with them. Others don't. Once again, I don't know what you'll look like with them. You may look good, you may not. I have no place to say. I also watched a few of your other videos. I'm just doing a response on this one because it's piercings and whatnot. You talked about fake plugs. I'm not gonna say this to be mean, but it's a pet peeve of mine. Those were not plugs. They were not fake plugs. They were fake tapers. A taper and a plug are two different things. A taper is what you add in your ear, well, a fake taper, and they go from small to big at the end. And pinchers are the same way except for they're a loop. I have plugs in, and mine are real. I have a half inch, and they don't look that big with the jewelry out. Um, I must say, if you ever think about gauging your ears, that's something you should seriously consider because, um, like, think about it before you do it because if you don't, if you think you're going to end up not wanting them later on, when they get to a certain size, they will not close up completely, not to what they were before or originally. Yes, they will shrink up if you leave the jewelry out, but they do not shrink up completely. My brother was at a 3/4, and now he can't even fit a half inch or a double zero in his ear, but his ears won't completely close up. And if you decide to do it and you skip sizes, then there's the possibility of your ears either your ears have a blowout or your ears will rip. And ripping, I've never had my ears ripped, thank God, and I've never had a blowout. Um, but I've talked to people that have. I know a couple people that have decided to gauge their ears to an extent where it was so big that it ripped. And that can be really painful, and gauges can look really gross. We'll go with that. And the smell that they protrude is not very good, and it's not always that easy to cover up. There are different things. Cleaning doesn't just do it. You need different things. Um, once again, with everything I just said, I'm not trying to be mean at all. I just felt like voicing my opinion because you asked. This isn't meant to be portrayed as hate because it really isn't. It's just me telling you my opinion. Um, if you decide you still want those snake bites, I say by the time it comes, I say go for it. Um, but before you get a piercing or before you think about gauges or anything of the sort, make sure you really are sure that that's what you want because it's it can be depending on your how you feel about pain. It can be painful and there are chances of infection and whatnot if you don't take care of them correctly. And if you do take them out, they aren't going to heal up just like that, especially if you kept them long enough for them to heal and go through the healing process and then you decide to take them out because then that's going to be an even longer healing process and they're not going to seal up right away. And I don't think you want to live with holes in your mouth for a long period of time if you no longer want them pierced. Once again, not trying to make you think I'm hating on you because I'm not. I just felt like voicing my opinion because that's all you asked for and that's all I'm trying to do. Um, Also, I'm sorry if the voice quality is horrible. Um, Once again, not trying to hate. Just want to make that clear. Not trying to hate. So that's that. And that was my video response. And that's all I have to say. So